the titanic, terrifying battle between the most terrifying monsters within our community come together for one giant clash. The following announcement has been paid for by Monsters with Attitude.
We are your podcast's favorite podcast, living off of one phrase, 3 words. Embrace the attitude.
What's going on, listeners with attitude? Welcome to another MWA present. Threw me off that little movement. MWA presents Let's Talk Raw. I thought I touched something. I'm notorious for that. Welcome to MWA presents Let's Talk Raw, where we go over all this week's news and information, toy drops, movie trailers, all that fun stuff. As always, I am your host with the most, Mr. Joe Mama, and joined with me, as always, are my brothers from other mothers, starting first, the legendary bearded Kaiju himself, Mr. Hell No, Eric Stalapi Poppy. What's going on, man? What's new? What's exciting?
Not much. Just surviving the last Snowmageddon of the year. We got about 16 inches so far, so.
How many inches did you get? 16.
That's
nothing. You big baby. Our parents used to walk to school both ways uphill in the snow. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's crazy, man. I'm glad you guys are all right. Hunker down, stay warm, have some soup, all that fun stuff. The man right below me, down with the east, not the west, Mr. Samson West. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Surviving pollen again is what we got going on here. Yeah. Ooh, woke up with crusty eyes today.
Oh, no, not the crusty eyes.
Yes. They've been watering for like 3 days straight.
No.
Oh, no, my boy. And also, last but most certainly not least, the conductor of the Godzilla train, choo-choo, Mr. Adrian Settle. What's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm not dealing with any Armageddons, but I am having some drastic weather changes from it being 92 the high today to 44 being the low tomorrow. So I'm just trying to avoid getting sick.
No kidding.
Word.
God.
Word. That is a drastic drop in change. Well, I hope you're doing all right. You can also hunker down. You're in Texas. You're not used to 44. 44 is like, I don't know, our negative 20. So before we get going with the show today, I want to do a little plug for our apparel line. Eric, if you would be so kind. Guys, in your day-to-day, embrace all things attitude with the Monsters with Attitude clothing line and swag line. Go to tpublic.com and search MWA in the search bar. That's MWA in the search bar. Rep your favorite podcasts, and give your swag a little attitude. Help support our show and help keep us growing. Got a bunch of really cool designs and different versions of t-shirts and apparel that you guys can wear and throw our logo up on. And honestly, all the proceeds and stuff help us continue to grow the channel, help bring guests to conventions like we did with Carl Craig last year at G-Fest, and hopefully this year too. That needs to be seen, but helps us keep sponsoring giveaways and all that kind of fun stuff. So if you guys are so inclined, we would surely love it. But also on a more serious note, Eric, I'll let you kind of tackle this one if you would. Our GoFundMe is still going.
Yes, it is. If you guys haven't seen or heard, we've been plastering this all over our socials, plugging it here, obviously, on our live shows. And basically, we started a GoFundMe for a very close friend of ours, Mr. Marcellus Winters, and his family. They experienced a life-altering event where their house burnt down and they lost all their belongings. So we have been pushing to get a nice fundraiser for him and kind of jumpstart his new life, honestly, for getting a place, getting essentials, all that kind of stuff. And boy, oh boy, you guys have done an amazing job. You have smashed our goal. I mean, it is almost 3 times of what we set out to be, and that is just absolutely amazing. So thank you to everybody who is literally just giving this guy, this man, his family, all the support that he can handle, honestly. And it's crazy to see the Godzilla community and even the community that he's built, for the people that he's seen and met. And and obviously it shows the kind of impact that he has put on other people, and they are just kind of giving back in a small way. So thank you all to have, who has actually contributed, has shared it, whatever. Even sharing helps out, just spreading the word. So, if somebody does have a few extra dollars to put towards this, they can. And we just absolutely love it. This is mind blowing to me. We are already at a goal of $14,390. Our next stretch goal is $20K, which is crazy. We originally started and wanted just to do 6,500, and like I said, we have smashed through that goal. So thank you from all of us here, from MWA and from Marcellus and his family. We all just thank you for just the amazing, community kind of coming together and helping this guy out with his family and everything that he's going through right now. So just really do appreciate it. Also, too, I do want to note that I know people have been asking him for doing commissions or refunds on things that were lost. Like, a real talk here for just a minute. Honestly, I don't know why people are assuming that he's able to do anything right now. He lost everything. He has no equipment. He has no place to do any of this stuff. He has nothing. He has absolutely nothing. And when I say that, I mean it. So, if we're expecting things from him right now, that is just not in the realm of possibilities. And we need to give him the space and the time to literally get his life back on his feet and start anew. So all of that kind of stuff will come down the road when he gets back up and going and doing commissions. All that kind of stuff can be brought up at a later time when it is not fresh in his mind. It is not what he's dealing on a daily basis. So let's give him time. Let's give him space. Let's respect him and what his family is going through right now. So let's not ask for certain things, and they'll work out, in the future. So I just say that just because, it's just crazy to me that people are doing that. And honestly, it blows my mind that people are even thinking about that kind of stuff or demanding that stuff when this guy literally has nothing to his name anymore, and they're wanting these things. So let's be patient and let's let him get going and get back up and running like a normal human being, because he wouldn't do that to anybody else. So let's give the space, let's give the time, and in the future, maybe it's something you can talk to him about, but let's just be respectful for what he's going through and the situation he's going through. So, but again, on a positive note, thank you, everybody. Smash the goal. Let's keep going. We're going to keep going probably the rest of this month. We'll probably end it around end of this month. So let's just keep sharing it, keep donating if you can, and we'll just kind of keep pushing to the next goal. So just thank you from everybody here. You're muted, Joe.
Oops, sorry about that. No, very well said, Eric. Good job, and thank you to everybody who's obviously supported already. And honestly, guys, it doesn't have to be a lot. $5, that's more enough. Times are tough. We understand that. And honestly, if it's not in your budget, hit the share button. Maybe one of your friends has a few extra bucks that they could help. And Marcellus is a good dude. So thanks for doing that, Eric. And And all right. So with that, let's say hello to the chat. Moving back over to some fun and goofiness, if you will. While I'm pulling the chat up, hey everybody, do us all a huge favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps the algorithm and stuff like that. Hit that like button, smash that like button, atomic ray that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. We got Michael Sontag in the house, right? Michael 84.
What's up, Michael?
Good afternoon. I'm not going to read the entire thing. But Nathaniel has some opinions shared by some of us here at the MWA. Check out our video that just dropped last night on episode 3 of Monarch. It was a nice discussion and a little bit different than what we're used to here at the MWA. We don't really talk about romance and drama and love and stuff like that. So it was different, but it was nice. It was kind of nice to change it up a little bit. DJC, hey yo, what's going on, DJ? He says this show always makes me happy. Nathaniel, seeing you always makes me happy. My first comment was a hot take. Show the wow Godzilla. Wow. That's all you get. Wow.
Wow.
Oh man, our moderator, the Monsterverse and articulated simp pimp himself, Oscar Solis. Oscar, what's going on, buddy? How are you? And I think, oh no, here we go at the bottom. We got Frank. Frank. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. And fanciest of cats. And the Oscar goes to Monsters with Attitude for best on-screen bears.
That is tonight, isn't it?
Right. Furious Foursome. Joe the Kaiju Jesus. Well, you know, I'm humbled. I'm honored.
Hold on. Let's not put that ego. Like we're stop feeding into that. Okay, come on.
Hey, the fans have spoken, guys.
Calm down, DJ. Don't let's not feed the animal. Okay.
DJ says the Kaiju smelly wet dog. That's what he said. I'm just reading what he said. I'm just saying. Snow, we got dust storms here in Texas. I think I'd rather have a dust storm than a 16-inch snowstorm, but that's just me.
Yeah. I think so too.
DJ says, what's up? Samson, the Western Kaiju. I like that.
Western Kaiju.
Adrian, the Kaiju Train. That was Adrian's nickname in high school. The new release of the Purple Gigantic Shin. How do I get it? Well, if it's sold out, you could always check like Tenzo, Bai, things like that. Is it sold out on the Godzilla store?
Possibly, but I know I did hear that North American X Plus site should get it this coming week or even next week available. So just be patient, and it should be on there because that's what I heard from Jeremy Souls himself, who actually is in charge of that. So it should be coming. So just kind of wait a little bit.
That's the North American X Plus store, Marshall. Yes. So hope that helps. Nathaniel, do you have Speedos? I'm wearing mine right now, but due to copyright, I can't get up and show you. So, but no, we don't have them for sale. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe we'll do an MWA calendar and we'll all be wearing our Speedos. Just
Yeah, I'll add it to the Only Sams.
Yeah, the Only Sams, exactly. Alex Andrew with a thumbs up. What's going on, buddy? Leslie Chambers, Kaiju Reviews. Leslie Chambers, how are you friends after the Monarch show? Christ almighty. Because you know what? We're not afraid to have lively debates and discussions. And we disagree actually quite often. And we were just talking about this last night, and I even said, man, if we could record our conversations and post them, we would be billionaires because the amount of jokes that we crack on each other about everything. There is nothing off limits. Literally nothing is off limits in our friendship. And that's why we can still disagree, have passionate debates and discussions, and maybe even vehemently disagree, like people like Eric who have a stupid opinion all the time, and
Oh,
we can just
okay.
still be and
No, Joe, you don't get to talk about opinions after that movie last night. No,
Oh,
Zarkor is a gem. You watch your dirty mouth, Samson, right now.
Wow.
For those of you that have,
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
I'm sure about that. Zarkor is a hidden gem, okay?
for a reason. It's hidden. Yeah, that's the key word,
Yeah.
hidden.
No, listen,
Hidden.
Zarkor is
And buried.
so bad that it's good. It is so bad that it's good.
So bad it's bad.
If you guys have not seen Zarkor the Invader, it's actually the 30th anniversary of it this year, which I think that Eric had a good. I thought we should do a whole show on Zarkor, but I think Eric actually had a better idea, and I think we'll probably go with that.
Yeah.
Where we each bring our how'd you put it? Our guilty
Pleasures.
guilty pleasures.
Pleasures, yeah.
Mine would be Zarkor for sure. So I don't know. Stay tuned. Maybe you'll see a show like that down the road.
Check it out on Tubi. That's where I watched, so you can see it there.
Zarkor's on Tubi. There you go.
That's how we watched it. Yes.
Yeah. Mike Eppo, what's up, man? How are you?
Hey, what up?
See ya.
Let's be honest. We all would have smashed Keiko.
Dude,
just
you
saying.
ain't wrong.
For sure.
For real.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't disagree. For sure.
That wasn't the problem.
It was not.
Nathaniel says he will buy 22 calendars. Guys, let's just make 22 calendars and we'll have them all sold out. That'd be great.
Right.
All right. Enough with this nonsense. Let's get into the nitty gritty here and what we're all here to do. Boom. Did that scare you, Sammy?
I was looking away to turn on my space heater.
Bang, boom. Got me there like I was on the Express A train. Bang, bang, boom. All right. Hang on, I got to pull up my notes because there's a lot to talk about. All right. On the 22nd of this month, live on YouTube, will be one of the most exciting events of the year, Digimon Con. This show will discuss news and updates regarding the beloved franchise. We have received the following contents that will be discussed during the live event, and we cannot wait. Who will be watching Digimon Con live? I want to park here for a minute. I know Digimon is something that we've kind of began to explore a little bit more and talk frequently about here at the MWA. Most recently, Digimon Time Strangers come out, which is the third installment of the Digimon. Excuse me. I don't know what the series is actually called, but essentially, like the Digimon story is what each one of them is called. Like Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Digimon Story Time Stranger, and Digimon Story Data Squad. So I don't know, I guess the Digimon Story franchise, which I'm a big fan of. Eric, I know you've recently rejuvenated your love and fire for Digimon. This, I think, will be a can't miss for Adrian, you too. I forgot you actually just bought Time Stranger and been playing it as well. So basically everyone's awesome but Samson. So we should all be looking forward to this. So I mean, me as the number one Digimon fan, Eric is number 2, Adrian is number 3. You know, Samson, you're still number 4. Jordan's number 5. He's a loser.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Thanks.
any thoughts on this? You're going to be tuning in, seeing what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be, especially the merchandise, obviously, is going to be appealing to us. You know, maybe we'll get a more detail on if we're going to get another crossover with Godzilla, you know, like they teased at Godzilla Fest or Godzilla Day last year, where they did say that they're going to do another line or more stuff in that crossover. So I am anxious to see what we get from this.
Absolutely. Adrian?
Yeah, I'm glad to agree with Eric. I'm definitely going to see the merch that comes from this because I actually did see the G Erosion Godzilla in person yesterday while I was out and about, and I almost bought it. So I kind of want to see what other crossovers we're getting because I actually do want to start hunting for the crossover that we have already. I want to see what else is going to come out for us and what new games are going to come out.
Yeah, back it up. Are you talking about
Yes,
the X Plus?
Yes, X Plus.
How?
They had it at the local comic book shop I went to.
Really?
Are you talking about the Metal Gray
The Death Row. Was it?
Oh,
It was a Death Row, but still, it was still nice to see that thing in
Okay.
person. Though I think it was beautiful.
Okay, I thought you were talking about
gotta
the
sell
War
it.
Greymon G
Yeah.
erosion mode.
Oh no, I would have no, that would have been a box day. Not me.
I was like, boy, what?
Yeah.
Got me all excited.
No. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
No, I was just saying you got me all excited, man. I was like, wait, what? That hasn't even come out yet.
I was like, oh wow, they're shipping early. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it looks like at this con, it's basically going to be almost like Digimon's version of G Day or Godzilla Day, where there's going to be talk and breakdowns for many different things. Like at the anime here for Digimon Beat Break, Digimon Cast, and Digimon Cast Crosstalk, easy for me to say. Latest Digimon game updates, toy Digimon Tamers 25th anniversary. That's really exciting to me. There's a lot of really cool Digimon and cool stories and Tamers. I know, Eric, you just watched it and you actually weren't that big of a fan of Tamers, which is really shocking to me because I think Tamers is one of the series that actually holds up the best. So I'm excited that it's the 25th anniversary. I would love to see what we get. For the Digimon card game, latest updates on the Digimon card game and Digimon Allison or Elysian. Goods, Digimon merchandise, and event information. That's really exciting. Obviously, I think that's what we all mentioned is we want some of the goods, some of the collectibles. The cards are awesome. The anime is great. But we are all about collectibles here at MWA. So that's Digimon Con 2026, and it's going to be on March 22nd at 9:30 in the morning on YouTube. Yes, sir.
Just real quick, I just want to say that I believe this is the first time they're ever doing something like this for Digimon. So for us Digimon fans and like-minded people, it's kind of a big event, honestly, for us to get something like this, because obviously Digimon is back in the realm of, popularity and people wanting to see it, people wanting to collect it, and they want more from it. So honestly, it's nice to see this, and I'm glad that they're doing this stuff, and I think this stuff should be done a lot more with a lot of other franchises. And but I'm really excited for them that they're doing this, and obviously people want to see it. So
yeah, the absolute no, Eric, that's actually a very good point. I'm glad that you pointed that out. That is really awesome that they're starting to acknowledge the North American and English speaking world when it comes to Digimon. There's been several animes throughout history that have really broken through to that upper echelon. Obviously, we talked about Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball in general last month, and Pokemon's another. I think Yu-Gi-Oh for a time was definitely one of them. I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh necessarily has stayed quite as high as maybe it used to be. I think it's still very big, but I just don't think that it's still in that where the craze of everything is everywhere. But Pokemon and Dragon Ball in general have definitely done that, and several others, Gundam maybe. But Digimon has always had such a strong following, and anytime that I've gone to a local toy show, comic book store, gone figure hunting, collectible hunting, Comic Con, whatever, anytime I talk to a vendor about Digimon stuff, they always say that it goes fast. And so I think that they were a little late to catch up to the fan base that was here in America, but I'm glad that they're finally acknowledging it. I know when Digimon Time Stranger came out, it was consistently on the charts for selling. It even hit number 1 on several platforms like Amazon and things like that under games. Also, and I'm not a big gamer, Samson, you would probably know this. Is it called Streamer or something where you can stream games? Steam? Or Steam.
Most Steam game.
Steam.
Steam
is where most people can get it for the computer. Steam is it's a PC based gaming site or marketplace. That's how most fans get their stuff. Because everybody has a PC these days.
Well, Digimon was, very popular on that. I don't want to say number one and it was like number two or something, but like very, very popular on that. And even was beating certain numbers of other games, like some Marvel games and some other big games. So that's pretty exciting. But all right, I'm going to just kind of keep going through these. Please feel free to interject when you guys want so we don't get bogged down on each one. If there's something exciting, like I said, please feel free to interject and let me know. All right. We got a Godzilla plushie, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, what is it? Good Smile Company has a new articulated Godzilla -1 plush on the way. Pre-order start in Japan this week for a November release. It'll run roughly $63. An update on this apparently is that the Good Smile Company, the US store, now has it available for pre-order as well. So right now, if you want it, go and get your articulated -1 plushie. Adrian, if Oscar's a simp pimp for articulated, Adrian is our simp pimp for plushies.
Yes,
that's for sure.
True.
It looks kind of cool. It looks, I don't know, interesting, I guess. But
like it.
Yeah, it looks different. I feel like the spikes and stuff are going to poke your kid's eye out. So I don't know if necessarily this is something that you would get for, my baby Theo or something. But oh wow. All right. Next, we have the long wait is officially over. Honestly, the streak of Godzilla Jr. toys continues. We got the announcement on Christmas Day of the X Plus Godzilla Jr. after all this time, and now we're getting a new Bandai. So Bandai Toys has just officially announced coming into the Bandai Movie Monster Series line is none other than Godzilla Jr. We have been hoping for the longest time that the Movie Monster Series would tackle the beloved offspring, and now we're finally getting him with an all-new sculpt. Godzilla Jr. is a Godzilla Store Osaka exclusive and is currently up for pre-order for just about 3,520 yen, or approximately $22, and is expected to release on the 17th of this month. Anybody picking this up? I actually will. I know it's just a Bandai, but I actually am going to pause here. It definitely seems like this is possibly the year of Junior. I know Christmas was in 25, obviously, but it was so close to this year. It seems like they realized that, oh crap, we really didn't do anything for Junior, and it's 30th anniversary. We better get some stuff out now. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here for it too, man. It looks great. It looks way better than the original. Looks more screen accurate, and finally, I think they're hearing the fans and what we want. And Galloping Ghost gave us a model kit. We're getting X Plus now. We're getting Bandai. So yeah, we're sitting good with Junior now, which is great. So
it is great. Yeah, I think. Go ahead, Adrian.
No, I was gonna say, it honestly took long enough. They already released everything from this movie. Why not do Junior as well? And now we finally got Junior, so it's got that he's finally added to the new line of Bandai as well.
Yeah, big fan. Always loving Bandai. Been a Bandai collector since always. And look at that. They actually painted most of the way down the tail this time. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to see this love. I hope it continues. I'm here for it, man. I love the fact that Bandai isn't just reissuing these guys. They realize, hey, we've been kind of crapping out all the same sculpts with a little bit very, very minor differences for 20, 30 years, and they're actually starting to give us whole brand new sculpts. I love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We got CCP Godzilla versus Biolante. See, CCP Official is on a roll. We have Wave 16 of their middle Godzilla EX series, which showcases the iconic film Godzilla vs. Biollante. This lineup will consist of Godzilla 89 Fierce Battle Standard version, as well as a clear blue version, Biollante Standard version, and a Biollante clear green version as well. Godzilla will cost approximately 6,600 yen, $41, and for Biollante she'll cost approximately 7,700 yen or $48. There's also a Biollante Rose form that's currently in development, and these figures are expected to be released around September of 2026. We'll be adding these awesome looking CCP figures to my collection. What about you guys? Again, I know I'm trying to not bog down on each one, but this is pretty cool. Biollante always seems to be a favorite.
For sure.
Yeah, obviously we kind of discussed this in our Wonderfest show. We did see protos of these, and now we're actually getting painted versions and obviously translucent versions or glow in the dark. I'm here for it. It looks amazing. I mean, seeing Godzilla all wrapped up in the vines, like that's rare to see. It's usually you just get the Godzilla and that's it. So this is definitely a must buy. I want the translucent or glow ones, whatever they are. Those are the ones I'm going to be hunting for. So yeah, those are coming in my collection, and who knows, they might be the first CCPs in my collection. I don't have anything yet, but
wow.
CCP is making waves, man. They are making waves, and they have my attention. So,
Adrian, you got any feelings on this, bud?
I don't really collect too many CCPs, but I mean, I do love Godzilla vs. Biollante, so we'll see. Maybe if I see it out in the wild, I'll get it, but I probably won't pre-order it necessarily.
I agree with that. I definitely probably wouldn't pre-order it, but I'll pick it up in the wild for sure. Sammy. Oh, is he frozen?
Looks
Is
like
he
it.
frozen?
Okay.
Oh God,
All
my
right,
whole
well,
computer
he's back.
froze up.
so-
I'm back. Y'all hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
hear you.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, the whole computer glitched out and I couldn't see anything for a second. CCP, it's a cool company. I like what they're doing. But since it's not really one of my favorite movies of all time, not something I really think I'm going to pick up. Yes, I know. You guys know who I am.
Ooh.
I do admit, I can admit that I like the dynamic with the tentacles wrapped around him. We discussed that during the show, how there's not a lot of that represented with the 89 Godzilla, so that's unique. No, I don't think I'm going to be grabbing these. I'd have to all of a sudden fall in love with Biollante for me to do it.
Oh man, that's one of the best Godzilla films, I feel.
Man, maybe I should sit down and watch it again.
Yes, you should.
Yes, you
One
should.
of the best 89 figures I think we got was the original X Plus. It was made of polystone, and you had to they had pegs. You had to put it together. I actually own it, and it comes with the Biollante vine, and he's literally holding it like this. And yeah, to me, I think it was amazing. I really think that, X Plus did the very dynamic pose of Godzilla versus Ibara. I would love to see them tackle stuff like this, because I understand that they're, in their opinion, they're getting down to the bottom of the barrel as far as what they've done, which really isn't true if you think about it. But if they're thinking that, then they should really start a line that incorporates more of what they did with the Godzilla vs. Ibara and take iconic shots from these movies and do them that way.
I agree.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Here's a frontal shot. Looks really good. I mean, honestly, sorry, go ahead, Eric.
I was just saying, it just looks so good. Like, it's just, I'm all for it, man. I really am.
Same. I think this will be some of the CCPs that I try to hunt down, whether on the aftermarket sites or G-Fest, or if there's any friends out there. that are, that end up getting them or selling them or whatever, I'd probably, especially the Biollante. I just feel like she's, even though we have a Bandai, we have a couple different releases of, or a release and a re-release as far as X Plus, and we're getting the new Giga Bandai. I still feel like she's something that's just still kind of rare for some, in my mind. I'm just like, when I see her, I'm like, oh my gosh, Biollante. But then really, if you think about it, there's a lot of Biollante. There's a lot of Sofubi Biollante, and there's a lot of, Bandais and X Pluses and stuff. But for whatever reason, anytime I see her, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
I agree, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, next we got the... Hold, please. We have the Spiral toy. This is the Paint Master, and it was done by James Groman himself. Now, there is only 100 of these available for pre-order, so get them while they last. Pre-order ends June 30th, 2026, and they're $285 plus $15 in shipping. So basically, it's gonna be $300 shipped where you buy these, and its expected delivery is in July of 2026. So not that far, and this is also, I believe, our friends over at Seismic are offering a pre-order from this as well. Aren't they? I thought I remember seeing Chris and.
Not sure.
Maybe I got Seismic and Spiral mixed up, and when I saw them. So don't quote me on that, guys. But yeah, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I feel like this is their version of the Jocko toys, Jocko toy that just pre-ordered late last year.
Joku.
Oh, Joku. What? How do you say it? Joku.
Joku.
Junko.
Joku.
Actually, this was before they even came out with their disguised Mechagodzilla. This was in the making a lot longer. But yeah, like you said, this is the James Groman version where he personally sculpted it. And obviously, we got the regular Godzilla from Groman from Mondo. And yeah, this is his second piece of Godzilla that he did for sculpting.
Yeah. And James is just honestly a legendary sculptor.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's dipping his toe into Godzilla stuff, Kaiju stuff, is amazing, super exciting. And I'll say this: we actually had the pleasure of having a booth next to James last year at G-Fest when we were helping out Diane at Clawmark, and super nice guy, man. Like very approachable. He's not like, oh, I'm too big. I'm fake. No, he was like shaking hands and talking. He's a super nice guy. We actually met him a couple of years ago at G-Fest, but our booth last year was right next to him, and super nice guy. So that's so amazing to me that he's continuing to dabble in Godzilla.
Yeah, sure.
We have a new Mondo drop. This is really exciting. All right, Mondo News has just dropped a widespread of Godzilla items. These items consist of an Attack Peter Hedorah t-shirt, a limited edition screen printed poster of Godzilla vs. Destroya, and the new Godzilla vs. Hedorah soft vinyl figures. Now, this is a new colorway. Ironically, Eric, you just showed off a set that you just got just a couple of days ago on our last box day. Orders open this Thursday, March 12th, so make sure that you are all notified and you are able to acquire these awesome Godzilla goodies. This is really cool, and I found it funny that they're doing another paint version, considering you just had a box day of it, Eric. Once the picture gets here, I'll have a question for you. Here's the Hedorah shirt. Hedorah looks kind of funny. I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of a fan of this poster. I think it's really cool. I like it a lot, actually.
Same.
I might contemplate pulling the trigger on it.
I have too many posters. I can't do posters anymore. I'm done. I can't. Oh my gosh, I don't have time.
Eric, the landing down into my basement collection room. So I've now, because you see my house, my stuff. I am also out of room of hanging. I've began to just stack them. So that way when you walk down, you can just kind of, go through them. And, because I don't have any room to, I refuse to quit buying because I'm an addict.
Yep.
Hi, my name's Joe, and I'm a Godzilla-aholic. So,
Yep.
yeah, I love this. Okay, so Eric, I saw this and I chuckled. Like I said, you had just picked out a colorway of your own that you wanted, the oil slick colorway. Now, this honestly is more screen accurate, I guess, if you will. Obviously, not 100%. We get that, but it is way more screen accurate compared to the others. Do you regret getting the oil slick, Eric?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Adrian, now you also have a set as well, right? If I remember, or I think in the All Monsters Attack set.
No, I'm still trying to get that set too. But no, I don't have this set yet. I wanted there was another color scheme I wanted, but I might settle for this one, but we'll see.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is cool. I have the very first set that they came out with, but I don't really see myself getting, each one kind of like I've done with the Mondo Space Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Bottleneck Gallery sells portfolios. You can store your posters in. Oh, okay. Is it just like a thing that like you flip through that like stands up? Is that what you're saying? Oh no, you're saying you can rest them. I see what you're saying. Okay, like a tripod that you rest the actual big framed posters on. I got you. Okay, that's actually a great idea because then you can rotate and it's different all the time. That's a great idea. Great idea. Thank you, Wander. I appreciate this. Oops, crap! I restarted the whole video.
The Biolante gods didn't like my blatant disregard for the figures and booted me.
No, they didn't, and they smited right out of the stream.
Clearly.
What
did I miss?
Oh, wow. Samson, you missed. I'll back it up a minute. You missed Mondo's new drop here. We have a new Attack Peter Hedorah t-shirt right here, as you can see. We also have a new Godzilla vs. Destroya poster.
Oh, wow. That's wild.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually very impressed with this poster. I think I might actually pull the trigger on it, if I'm being honest. Big fan of it. And then last but certainly not least, we have the new soft vinyl Godzilla vs. Hedorah figures. This is the more movie accurate versions, if you will.
Right, Eric just got this.
And Eric just got the oil slick variant. This is the movie accurate variant, I guess you could say. Okay. Any desire to get anything that I just showed, Samson?
Well, I'm always down with some screen accurate looking stuff, and I like Safubi. Even though this is one of my least favorite of the show of films, I don't know. I'm digging what they have going on here, especially with the eye patch accessories and a little smokestack, and it's iconic. It stands out. You can tell which Godzilla it is just from the eggs and the eye patch. So it's different.
Yeah.
This shot of Godzilla reminds me of the father T-Rex from Dinosaurs. Just that big jowl underneath his neck, like the fat round head with the like dinosaur, right? With the flannel shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like the Disney dinosaur.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Yeah, okay, the TV show, right?
Yeah, the TV show.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
Not the mama.
We really need to have a deep dive discussion as to why there is such a disconnect between Samson West and the Godzilla Heisei series. We need to get Dr. Sam Loomis on the case. I actually don't disagree with you, Leslie.
Neither do I.
The Heisei era is my favorite era of Godzilla films. I just think they're so fun. They're not going to make you overly think or anything like that, but they're just a lot of just fun. Great films. Background noise or to sit there and watch. They're safe to watch. You don't have to worry about, anything inappropriate with your kids or it's just, except for the butt scene in Space Godzilla. That's
I was gonna say
Please remove the soap bar from there. No need to see that. Yeah. All right. That'll do it for the Mondo, I believe. I think. Oh no, one more.
Oh,
I like
cool.
that it has the eye patches. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Love that.
Oh, they did a really good job too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh.
Shonen Rick has just announced that their latest addition to their Great Monster Series Ultra New Generation line, Great Monster Series Ultra New Generation line. Try saying that 10 times fast. Introducing Ultraman Zero version
Good.
2. This version 2 recreates Zero's heroic figure with a completely new sculpt. X Plus has created a sculpt that exudes presence, capturing Ultraman Zero's signature powerful musculature and his dignified, fierce expression as he confronts evil. He'll be provided with interchangeable arm parts, allowing you to recreate Zero's signature poses that are so memorable from the show. Furthermore, in a limited edition, the eyes and color timer light up when the included base is used. By toggling a switch, the red flashing of the color timer can also be reproduced. He's currently up for pre-order for just about 26,400 yen, or about $165, and is expected to ship around June 2026. X Plus, big fans here of X Plus, big fans of Zero. Eric, I know he is your and I's favorite Ultraman. Any desire to pick this bad boy up?
Unfortunately, no. I gotta steer clear of going down these extra rabbit holes. I'm doing a bad job of that as of late, so I really have to
Yeah, you
focus and make sure that I don't. As much as it's awesome and great, I actually do already have a 25 centimeter Zero. I think it was the very first one they ever did, matched up with Belial, so I'm good on this one.
So you're saying that you've been spending too much money on One Piece cards?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I understand, but we've all been there. We've all been there. Adrian, Sammy, what are you guys thinking about Zero here?
I haven't seen Zero, so I don't have any desire to get it.
Okay, that's fair. Sammy?
I think most of y'all know my my thoughts and opinions when it comes to Ultra stuff. So I'm the most behind out of all of us.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
What's
you do
this
lack
pose.
You do lack
Dude,
the taste out of all of us.
Yes.
He looks like he's about to go like wipe his nose.
No,
with his thumb, like,
he imitates Bruce Lee.
Like each
Okay.
Ultraman
Oh, that-
kind of has like a notable person that they somewhat emulate, and Zero
Okay.
is Bruce Lee. So like
Yeah.
that's what like
But
Bruce
yeah,
Lee
he'll-
did in like Enter the Dragon, and
Oh, he does like the nose thing, right? The
Yep,
nose
the
thing.
little nose thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he does. Yeah, that's what he does.
The anxiety nose thing. I know
Yep.
what that's like.
Yep.
Kind of awesome, actually.
what Leslie said. He says, to be fair, the Heisei series from 91 to 95 feels like a 2.0 version of the Showa series with reinterpreted Showa monsters, music cues, and cameos of Showa actors that would cater to Samson. I mean, I don't feel like he's wrong at all. Eric and I actually had this discussion before about how 85 and Biolante feel like a complete different series altogether. Like they, to me, stand out entirely from honestly almost any other Godzilla film we've gotten, especially in the Heisei series. So,
Absolutely.
all right. Just announced today, right, guys, about this?
Yeah, I found this today.
This morning? Yeah.
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, I believe it was this morning. Finally, this line, what is happening here? Okay, so this is the band Presto. There's a whole, I got to, I got to ignore all of that.
Right.
So this is to coincide with Mothra's 65th anniversary. And this is a band Presto line, very similar to what you guys would see here in the box, just probably a little bit bigger, like the vignette line that you guys see in some of the figures. And this is based off of her appearance and rebirth of Mothra, which is very exciting for two specific facts. that if this is based off of Rebirth of Mothra, that there is a possibility of Mothra Leo and Death Ghidorah coming as well, or Death Ghidorah, if you will. That would be amazing. I am a huge Rebirth of Mothra fan, and Death Ghidorah is the baddest of them all. So I think it's safe to say we'd all be here for it. Eric?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, honestly, we're celebrating Rebirth of Mothra this year. So, I mean, absolutely. More of the Rebirth of Mothra, Mothras and villains. Like, come on, let's go. Like, take my money.
Yeah. And that's honestly something that has not gotten a lot of love, is the different versions of Mothra. I feel like in the late 90s, early 2000s, we had a lot of Mothra, Rainbow Mothras, and Bandai Creation, things like that. But it never really jumped above that. We got those releases, those re-releases, and different lines, but we never got a bunch of different sculpts. We never got them in X Plus. We never got them in Sofubi. We never got them in a bunch of other areas that I think all of us would just love. Adrian.
I might get this, especially if it's going to come with other properties from Birth of Mothra. I'll probably have to get it.
Sam.
I need to go back and rewatch the films because I've only seen them once. I guess, when did I start that? I did like a month of Mothra. I think it was last March. I think I did month of Mothra March, and I watched every single movie back to back to back, Saturday to Saturday. Not the greatest quality on earth, just what I could find, but I need to revisit, and because I thought they were cool. I did enjoy them and think that they were wacky and crazy stories and fun, just good times. So I don't have that extreme love like you guys do, since I've only seen them one time, but I need to go back and revisit. Maybe that'll ignite something in me.
Yes, you do.
This is, I actually want to get to Leslie's comment next in a second. But before we pull that up, I definitely think you should rewatch them, Samson. They're a lot of fun. Good-hearted fun, a lot of awesome battle scenes, and kaiju in there for sure. But I actually am going to make a prediction. I think we will get a Death Ghidorah. Because this is coinciding with Mothra's 65th anniversary, and it even has the 65th anniversary logo on the press release. For the Mothra pop-up stores, we did get a couple of Death Ghidorahs, like the finger puppet and little thingamabobber. So I don't know. I think we could see it. I really do, and I think that would be great. I think it would be so great. Leslie actually has a really interesting point / question here. I think we should all talk about real quick. Let's be real. I'm cool with the fact that they're making a big deal out of Mothra this year, but why does it feel they just straight up ignored Rodan's 70th anniversary in the process? Is that fair? Leslie, I'll be honest. I think it's 100% fair that they did, or that you're feeling that way. But I think the reason why they ignored Rodan's 70th anniversary is because he has only had one solo film. Other than that, he has been a co-star or sidekick in any other film he's been in. And where Mothra has actually had her own standalone movie and standalone franchise. And I think that makes the difference. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I think they definitely should have made more figures and more of a deal out of it for sure. But that's my 2 cents. Eric.
Yeah, it's just kind of, Mothra is kind of, besides Godzilla, kind of the golden child of the Godzilla franchise. She's very popular. Everybody loves her. She connects with adults and children alike. She's very marketable. So her stuff sells very well. And I think that's why they're doing it. I mean, look what happened last year. We got literally nothing of Terror Mechagodzilla. Didn't get a logo, didn't get nothing for Titanosaurus or nothing, just completely skipped him. So it's just kind of, I think they're just picking and choosing the ones that sell really well and the most popular ones, and that's it. They don't care about anniversaries. They don't do this, and I think we've talked about this before about kind of what they pick and what they look for. But yeah, I think that's kind of what it is, and especially they're obviously making a big deal about Mothra this year. I mean, they gave her her own logo. They're talking about all of her movies, and then her trilogy set also. So, I mean, she's going to get a lot of love this year, but she sells, and that's why they're doing it, honestly.
Eric, I think you are so right in saying that she is the second poster child behind Godzilla, for sure. Adrian, what's your thoughts on Leslie's questions?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Leslie's 100% correct. Rodan's the redheaded stepchild when it comes between him and Mothra. So they're definitely gonna promote Mothra versus trying to promote Rodan because we love Rodan as a community, but I think Rodan's kind of more niche compared to Mothra. So they're definitely gonna go. They're definitely gonna go where the money's at, and that's where Mothra comes in. She brings in the money, especially some of her films are some of the more higher grossing Godzilla films. So yeah, you got to make that Mothra money.
Samson.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah, no, I agree with what you're saying because it is kind of a bummer, especially since that was the first kaiju movie in color. So for them to kind of just step over that was kind of groundbreaking. But Mothra has more fan appeal. She appeals to every fan, boys, girls, men, women, just it appeals to everybody. Everybody likes some sort of Mothra iteration of some sort, and the amount of movies that she's been in. So there's more money to be made. So it's a marketing thing. But I admit it is kind of a bummer. I was mentioning how Rodan, I want to watch that again since I've only seen it once. I had like the Sony Classic DVD. I had I had that back in the day. Media Classics, whatever it was. I had that full screen movie of the OG Rodan.
Wow.
I know. I'll just keep watching Friday the 13th over and over again, but not new stuff.
Watch new stuff.
So yes, there's just a marketing appeal about her and just the popularity versus Rodan. But I do hate that they kind of skipped over Rodan, and I acknowledge that I need to watch it again myself. I got to find me a good, clean copy.
For sure. You know, we've talked about this before, and I've definitely seen it discussed elsewhere. But if Toho and quite frankly Legendary want to keep the Godzillaverse, Monsterverse, whatever, fresh, they need to quit relying on the same tropes. Because how many different retellings of here's Mothra, she dies, she laid an egg, that Mothra wins. How many different times can we see that before we've seen it too many times? And I think that that's one thing that Legendary and Toho should lean into is reincorporating some of these older kaiju. And even though Rodan's been in every series so far, you could bring him back and it wouldn't feel like Rodan again. It feels that way with Mothra. It feels that way with Mechagodzilla. It feels that way even with my favorite Ghidra. They're bringing Ghidra back. They're going to kill him in one movie, or they're going to blow his center head off like they always did ever since 91. Like, there's other monsters that they could bring back and have Godzilla fight or befriend and team up with. Like, I think that, and I'm not just saying this because Eric is my friend, but I think Titanosaurus is in desperate need of a revival. He's a very cool, colorful kaiju. Bring him back. People would love to see him in a film, but I'm not getting sidetracked on all that. Any other things before we move on to our last topic?
Just like what Leslie's.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Was it? Oh, I just jumped off. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, sorry. Go ahead, please.
He's reading behind the curtain. It's Oz. No, Leslie just said thank God for Kokai, aka Titan X, finally a new MonsterVerse monster that not only looks great but is interesting. Absolutely, we talked about this plenty on our reviews for each one of the episodes for Monarch so far. So go check those out in our archives. We got already episodes 1 through 3. So, but yeah, we've talked about it a lot. We all love Titan X. We all love what she looks like, her design, her threatening demeanor, and what she poses to the MonsterVerse and Godzilla and Kong. So, yeah, absolutely, they need to keep doing that.
Oh yeah, because thank God, look at how much she's done in the series so far.
Oh my God! Don't start.
It's
Samson.
3 episodes. Relax.
Thank
Relax.
you, Eric.
Good Lord.
Check out
Holy-
our episode 3 discussion to see us all bicker and fight and share opinions on it. But, all right, that's a discussion for another time. I think we're all excited for some more Mothra, but we can all acknowledge that it's time to bring back some of these older kaiju and let them have the spotlight. Whether they've tried it before or not and it failed or not is irrelevant. This is a new time in a new era where there's a bunch of new fans, and done right, bringing back even some very obscure monsters can really help propel the franchise forward. And I think we can all agree on that.
I want to see Gorosaurus come back.
That'd be
Mothra's
great.
the Kenny of the monsters.
Eric, could you take this one, please?
Sure. So just absolutely new breaking news that I found recently that we're getting a new release, or a first release, from Kaiju Smuggler that's going to be debut or showcased at what is it, the graveyard, Kaiju Graveyard, I think it's what
Yeah,
it's
Kaiju
called.
Graveyard. Yeah.
Where they showcase a lot of like new things coming out, new sculpts from different designers and stuff. So we're getting a Antler from Ultraman 66, and he has come later on in other series and stuff like that. But yeah, really cool kaiju coming out in Q3 of this year for about $120. But Kaiju Smuggler is doing some great stuff. They just did a pre-order for the disguised Mecha Godzilla, where you see like the flame around his middle section, you know, with the Godzilla, then Mecha Godzilla top, and we're getting the black hole alien with that. They've done a Space Godzilla that's just getting released and getting into people's hands as well, and then they've done Godzilla 62 from King Kong versus Godzilla. So a lot of great stuff that they're doing, and they're making it accessible for fans over here in the West, honestly, which is great. You can actually order on their website, and they actually do ship internationally, which is great. But yeah, we're getting Antler, and this is a scene from the episode. I believe it's the 7th episode of Ultraman 1966, the original. And what Antler is, it's based on a environments in the desert, and Antler has these like electromagnetic kind of antlers that it kind of shoots up, and it kind of catches metal things and stuff, and it caught the VTOL SSS P ship and got them stuck. So it's great that they're having like Antler come out of the ground and has the VTOL ship right there, and then it has like the sand that's all glittered as the base. So really cool representation of this Ultra Kaiju, which is a lot of fun. So
Absolutely. Anybody want to comment on this before I move on?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah,
This is kind of funny that you did Antler, because the monster in Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, is called Antler, I think it is, or Antar or something like that. And it looks very, very similar to Antler. So very cool.
okay.
I also don't have any information on this, Eric, if you do.
Yeah, again, this is another one coming from, I believe, Kaiju Smuggler as well. Yes, this is another release from Kaiju Smuggler. They are a Thai Safubi maker, and this is, again, going to be showcased in the Graveyard Gallery, where, like it's just stated, they show off just new upcoming people who are doing sculpts and stuff. Just really great. We're getting Jet Jaguar. He will be 27 centimeters tall, so he's going to be a big chunk of Safubi for sure. And then you also get the little extra of the Gigan, flying form, which is really great.
What did you say?
So if you love Godzilla versus Megalon, and you want a really cool Safubi of your neighborhood friendly robot, here's your Jet Jaguar with his little pet you could put a little leash on them and drag them around, little Gigan but running behind him and stuff would be really great. So yeah, this is coming out Q3 also in 2026, and this will retail for about $200, a little bit bigger, and obviously you get a little extra, which is really great. But still, like I stated, you can order this stuff even if you're over here in the Western United States. They are friendly with the international buyers, which not a lot of companies do. So when we get somebody like that offers this kind of stuff, it is a blessing, honestly. So kudos to them. Hopefully they keep it up. And this stuff isn't crazy priced either. It is, I think, very affordable and some really good products. And they've been making some really good stuff as of late. So hopefully they keep it up. But yeah, this possibly be right up Leslie's aisle and get a little Jet Jaguar, because I know he likes Jet Jaguar. So
Jet Jaguar. I love the flying Gigan.
Gigan. Yeah.
Oh, my boy. Yeah. Eric, you know what? You're just doing such a bang up job. I don't want to interrupt you. Please continue.
Oh, okay. So we're going for the trifecta here. So not one, not two, but the third release for Kaiju Smuggler. We are getting Ultraman Powered, and it's going to be debuted and showcased at the Graveyard Gallery again. This is the Ultraman that came out in 1993. Very kind of not the strongest series, I will say. I don't want to badmouth it, but it's not the strongest for sure, and it's kind of there. So if you want to give it a shot, just to say you've seen it. But this is a little bit smaller. This will be a 23 centimeter figure, but I still think it's a lot of fun. We're getting that double DVD Blu-ray release also of Ultraman Great with Ultraman Powered that we actually talked about last week on our Let's Talk show. So that's a lot of fun. That's really cool. So just kind of some obscure Ultraman and properties that are kind of getting the spotlight, where, hey, they're around. And if people really love these series or these characters, now we're getting representations of them in cool Safubi form. And again, this is another Q3 2026 release. And this will be a little bit cheaper at about $160. So again, you are able to order from here. So check out their Instagram at Kaiju Smuggler, and you should be able to order stuff from there. And they'll ship it right to you. So, but yeah, Kaiju Smuggler is making some waves for sure, and dropping some great stuff.
Absolutely. What the hell? Go ahead, Eric.
Hold up. Okay. So a fourth one. No, just kidding. This is a completely different company. This is Godzilla 2001, or GMK is what we kind of all call it. And this is being made by Max Toy. It is going to be a Max Toy pop-up shop, actually. So this will be a lot of fun to see. This is going to be a 30 centimeter figure. So if you guys have seen in the past, they have done they do Safubi, but they do it more in a realistic kind of way. And they've done the Godzilla -1, I don't even know what version it's called. It's like the death version, where basically he does that menacing, scary roar where he's just like this, and he's just kind of starting to deteriorate. His eyes are all white, kind of popping out. I actually have it in my collection. It's an amazing figure. They do just bigger Safubi figures overall, but they do a different kind of Safubi version to it. They make it more screen accurate. They've done the -1. They're doing the GMK. They've done a 65, I believe it is. And then they've done a regular -1 as well. So they definitely are doing different things. Just something different for the Safubi realm. And instead of your typical super deformed or very chibi-esque, they're kind of going the real route for this release. So looks pretty cool. I know Jordan would be head over heels for this one, and this one's going to be price range of $250, a little bit more expensive, but for the quality, you'll definitely be appreciative of it, and it'll be released in 30 days. Is that what I'm mistaken or seeing here?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. 30 days.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that.
Why does the paint job kind of look a little cheap? I don't
know what you need to be more specific.
I mean, looking at the teeth and the eyes, it just kind of looks. I mean, it looks like the paint's kind of bleeding over. Like it's maybe I'm just seeing it in a different light here. It looks like it's. I don't know. It just kind of looks a little cheaply painted.
Who'd you say did this, Eric? Max Toy?
Max Toys.
I feel like that's kind of what they do. This is kind of their, like, it's not like uber. Yeah. It's way more grittier. It's not very pristine. It's not very polished. It's much more raw, much more gritty.
Mm-hmm. And actually, one more thing. Actually, and Max Toys is actually shutting down. So if you guys want to get stuff from a company that was actually closing the doors, I highly recommend getting stuff now, because we've seen in the past when Safubi or any kind of Godzilla designer toys company that kind of goes away, their stuff kind of goes up in price. So if you like any of their stuff, I highly suggest getting it now when it's cheap and when it's coming out, because it's just going to double, triple in the aftermarket, because they won't be making anymore. And rightfully so. Mark Nagata, who was behind Max Toys, him and his wife are retiring. And kudos for them. They've been doing it for like 40, 50 years. It's time for them to take a break and relax and enjoy life. So more power to them. And it's just crazy and sad to kind of see it go. But they've done their thing for so long that they deserve a break. So happy retirement to them.
Happy retirement, Mark. And Mark's wife.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Before I think this is the last one. Oh, okay. This is actually what I was going to say before we got to the last thing. So, Godzilla -0, I almost said -1. Godzilla -0 will have a worldwide IMAX release. There was some reports that the IMAX window was closed for it due to another film being released, but I believe the president or CEO or somebody of IMAX themselves actually came out and made the comment, or somebody of that nature made the comment saying that no, -0 will have an IMAX release, which to me would be foolish for them to not. I feel like it did super well last time. But also it seems like Hollywood is kind of on the decline and other films are on the upswing. So it would be kind of silly to me if they didn't. Eric, any comments or statements on this?
No, I mean, I'm super happy this is coming, and would have been awesome. And honestly, when they do this, I hope they actually release -1 in IMAX theaters. I think that would be a really smart thing for them to do, even before, maybe months before this one comes out. Start throwing that one back in theaters again. I guarantee people would go to it. I would actually go to it. It would be great to see this -1 in IMAX. Like, that would be amazing. So I'm for this. This is a smart move, and I'm glad they're doing it.
For sure. Adrian?
So I actually saw -1 in IMAX for my first viewing. Me and my brother went, and that was absolutely incredible. So I'm extremely excited that this is going to IMAX as well, and I will be seeing this in IMAX also, because -1 was unforgettable in IMAX.
Simpson. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Simpson.
Okay. My local theater just recently built an IMAX auditorium in it, so I didn't get to see -1 originally, but now, yeah, I like your idea, Eric. They need to bring that back. Maybe I should push that envelope on my local theater and be like, hey, guys, do this because it matters. And yeah, so I think it's guaranteed that I'll be able to see -0 in IMAX, which is great. So good stuff.
Awesome. Eric, were you about to say something, bud?
I was just going to say, so I don't think the -1 was shot in IMAX, or the knowing of them releasing it IMAX. So I think it was just like your normal standard, theater experience. But if they actually shoot -0 in IMAX format, like that would be on another level, honestly.
For sure. Did you guys talk about Yamazaki being at CinemaCon last week?
No.
I didn't know if that news got released before. To kind of go hand in hand with this, it was announced that excuse me, Yamazaki will be at CinemaCon April 12th through the 16th. So in basically just a month from now, and the first footage of -0 will be released, the first look. So that's very exciting. I would assume that means that a trailer is probably right around the corner from that. If not that day, we'll probably get it within a couple weeks or a few weeks of that. So that's very exciting. And on top of that, go ahead, Sammy.
People are going to sneak cameras in there, so we'll probably see some kind of blurry footage uploaded on the interwebs at some point. Is that thunder?
For sure.
I think I just heard that too.
Yeah,
bro.
Did you hear that? That's
yes,
why I
did.
We were getting hammered by a thunderstorm right now, and it was.
Dang. Yeah, I can hear the bass. Yeah.
So all right, moving on here. Before if I go down, somebody take over. You know why. All right, our final thing here. Gigabash is teasing a new DLC downloadable content for their game. It's called The Final Ascension. And the Ascension premieres on March 19th, 2026, it probably should say, not 25. And that is Thursday. This coming Thursday. So just about like 4 days away. So we're going to, actually play the trailer here for everybody and we'll discuss. So that is Gigabash's little teaser that they have going on for their next, wave or season or whatever it's called, Ascension. Kind of exciting, I guess, to see that Gigabash is still going strong. Eric, any guesses as to what is showing up?
I have a feeling that they're going to be original characters like they did before. We've gotten such good other IP characters in the game as of late. I think they're going to be giving us original kaiju in this one again. They've done it before where they kind of slipped in like 2 originals and then they kind of do more from popular IPs. So I think this will be something like that. But I could be way off and pleasantly surprised and actually do something else. Maybe it would be like a Space Godzilla or something like that could be coming, or I thought maybe even Legion to go with the Gamera kind of thing. So, but yeah, just kind of fun that they are still adding to it for sure.
All right, Sammy, what do you think?
Yeah, cool stuff. Don't recognize whatever that atomic beam explosion thing was, so it's hard to tell if this is going to be something that we all know or if it's going to be original stuff. I haven't touched the game in forever, so I'm pretty far behind as far as who all is in the game at the moment, which of our IPs that we know and recognize and who's original. So ooh, okay, yeah, that's a valid point now. So that would be great. I'd love that. I guess we'll just have to wait and watch and see. Yeah, I see you staring at me, Adrian. I see you get close to the camera.
You know why?
Adrian, what's your thoughts?
Kind of the same as Eric's. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get an original kaiju. Which, I mean, the original kaiju designs, they're not bad designs either, and they have some pretty wicked abilities. But this, like Samson, I haven't played Gigabash forever either, but I am kind of curious on exactly what they're gonna give us once that news gets released on Thursday.
Well, I guess I'll kind of go with the crowd. I thought the same thing. I thought it would kind of be an original creation. I totally see the argument for Legion now that you're pointing out like the Northern Lights and stuff like that. But I'm going to go something super crazy because of the purple beam. I'm going to say it's Shin Godzilla. I don't actually think that, but just to be different, throw a different kind of prediction out there. I'm going to say Shin Godzilla.
Well, 10-year anniversary, so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. Well, that does it. We tackled a lot of things here. Anybody else have any final comments, questions, concerns before we wrap this thing up?
I got a very random
No,
thought
nobody.
process
That's
today.
all right. Well, no, I'm just kidding.
And it does kind of go with the Martha anniversary because I was listening to a podcast where he was talking about 92 Martha, ironically enough. And it's safe to say we all universally think that's the worst Heisei film, correct? Because of the human story?
No.
92 being the worst Heisei film.
Yes.
Probably. Like quickly thinking off the top of my head, 92, 93, yeah.
Probably. Well, I love Batra though, so I love Batra. It's
Right,
hard.
that's what makes
It makes it hard that Batra's in there, so I do love Batra. So,
and I actually like the ending fight scene. I think it's stupid that Mothra won, but I love that the way it's shot. I am a sucker for wide view shots in Godzilla movies, and that whole, Godzilla going through the city, coming up on the fair. I love that. Like the way it's shot, I'm a big fan of it.
Okay. So the reason why I asked that, and again, I'm strictly thinking about the human aspect because that's obviously the weakest part of the film. And y'all know how in the beginning we got the kind of fake Indiana Jones thing going on with that. So, do y'all think if that movie would continue with that Indiana Jones trope throughout the entire movie, would that have made the human story stronger for Godzilla versus Mothra?
Are you asking if there was like more type of archaeological adventure throughout the whole film instead of
Yes. Or more like kind of more that feel like that Indiana Jones feel in a sense, like for the entire film. Would that have made the film better? Do y'all think?
I don't know if it would have made it better.
It would have been so weird. It would have been so left field type shit. Not even a thing. No.
I think it would have felt a little too Western for a kaiju movie for them to do something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if it would have made it better, but it would have maybe made it a little bit more consistent because it seems like that beginning part of the movie was about that, like archaeological digs and discoveries and him doing that, and then there's nothing about that whatsoever again. So like maybe it would have made it more consistent, but I don't know if it would have made it better or
not. Okay. No, it's super random, but I was thinking about because with Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, we got a lot of restaurant tropes in that movie also when they were talking about when they was fighting off Terminator, Back to the Future, things of that nature. So I was kind of curious if they would have stuck with that trope with Godzilla versus Mothra, would the human story have been more interesting? Again, no, super random, but it was a thought that popped in my head today. I was like, I wonder what your thoughts are about that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, in the video game world, congratulations to Resident Evil Requiem, Resident Evil 9 for being the highest rated and selling Resident Evil in history. 5 million copies in the first 5 days. That's the fastest any of the Resident Evil have sold. And I beat the game. I thought it was awesome. Just congratulations to Capcom for what they did.
All right. Anything else?
You want to? There's 2 questions in the chat. Do you want to do those? Or?
Oh, sure. I must have missed them. Go ahead.
So the first one I believe was DJC. We talked about this a while ago, and I know Joe, your strong opinions on this one. Actually, I just want to know, and can you guys talk about the Paramount owns Warner Brothers situation? That debacle with that and Netflix and whatever, all that stuff. How we feel about it. I'll go first. Me, honestly, I don't care. really don't. I really don't care. It's funneling into another company just as the companies are getting smaller and smaller until they're super duper companies, and then we only get a couple. So whatever, they can fight over that kind of stuff, but I don't really care.
Ooh.
Adrian?
The gods are displeased with your answer, Eric.
Yeah, did you hear that? As soon as you answered that boom!
Yeah, I heard that. But I'm kind of Eric. I don't care. Everything's gonna be talked about eventually anyway. So,
yeah. Samson, what do you feel about it?
I get that now. I don't care. It's not life altering, or it doesn't affect me in any sense of it's like, okay, I just have to. I don't subscribe to all that stuff anyway, so yeah, it doesn't bother me. Everything's going to be Taco Bell, like Adrian said. That's funny. But Pizza Hut in Europe, of course. So, that's funny. That's funny you said that. Yeah, I don't care. What is it going to? Disney's going to own everything at some point. They already are.
Honestly.
So. Okay. All right, Joe. Floor is yours.
Well, I hate to say I told you so, but I'm pretty sure I predicted this when Netflix originally won the bid. I said, wait, not so fast. I don't think it's going to happen. And I was right, but not because I'm some great fortune teller or anything like that. I just listening to 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff, he talks a lot about the business behind the business and stuff. And Zaslav worked with him at WCW, and just hearing some of the things that he said, I didn't think that Paramount was going to let it slip out that easy. And obviously they didn't. They came back with a bid that could not be refused. Personally, a couple things. One, I would prefer that Warner Brothers stayed by itself and never sold to anybody. I think that the more companies, the more entertainment, the better. I just think that competition is what keeps movies, and not just movies, but we're talking about movies and entertainment right now. Competition keeps things fresh. It keeps you on your toes, and it allows you to not kind of rest on your laurels and having to keep reinventing yourself. And that's my biggest concern with what any of them would have won the bid, whether it was Netflix or Disney or Paramount or whoever. So with that being said, I wish that Warner Brothers would have stayed by itself. With that being said, if it was between Paramount and Netflix, I'm glad that Paramount got it over Netflix, because I would rather see theater distribution. And I know that Netflix said that they would honor theatrical release windows, but I think they said it would be like 30 to 45 days, which is technically a little shorter than what the windows are now. I'm not a fan of everything being on streaming, and I think that if something like a Netflix bought it, the odds of us getting physical media and theatrical releases would drastically drop. I think they might honor that agreement for maybe 5 years, 10 years or something, but eventually somewhere down the road, they would say, hey, these movies aren't being profitable, so I'm not going to release this $20, $30, $50 million film in theaters anymore. It's all going to be going straight to Netflix. And then eventually it would have even gotten to the super blockbusters like DC or Monsterverse, Harry Potter. I don't know. I forget what else Warner Brothers owns, but eventually I think all of that would have just been, hey, it's getting released right to streaming, and we wouldn't get physical media because it would potentially compete with their streaming rights and or their streaming subscriptions and things like that. So yeah, I'm glad that Paramount won. The politics of it, I'm not going to comment on because I think it's all BS, honestly. You'd be, you're mad if this person does it, but you'd be okay if that person does it, and vice versa. Like, it's stupid. Like, I just don't see it being a huge factor, really, because I mean, I've said this a million times. You're going to turn off half your audience. It's stupid to do. Just make a good film, like, so I just don't see that really honestly being an issue. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy Netflix didn't get it. I'm not going to say I'm happy Paramount got it, but I'm happy that Paramount got it over Netflix. But if it was just like, if it was between Paramount and, I don't know, MGM Studios, I wouldn't care either way. But I'm just happy that we're still going to get physical medias, and I'm happy that we're still going to get theatrical windows. So,
okay. Last one, real quick. Let me make this real quick. Since it's Women's Month, who are your top 3 female kaiju in terms of design? A question from Leslie.
Easy, Mamagon, because she knows her role in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Mamagon. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. I kid. I mean, there's not a whole lot, right? Like, Legion, obviously, I think is probably huge. Mega Gyrus and Biollante. And I know I purposely didn't do Mothra because everyone's going to say Mothra. She's overdone to me.
No. Samson.
Yeah, I gotta tackle the same thing. Legion number 1 for me. Probably Biollante after that, and then specifically the Tokyo SOS Mothra.
Okay.
Adrian.
Legion, Biollante, and Mega Gyrus.
Copycat.
Whatever.
And I will say, I've always said this. I think Legion is the queen of the monsters. I don't the whole title with Mothra. I mean, she'd get just curb stomped if she ever came up against freaking Legion. Dude. She wouldn't have a chance. But it's gonna be Legion, it's gonna be Biollante, and I'll go Jiger.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
So yeah,
I forgot
so
that
that's
was a
it.
thing.
Joe, you can take us away.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in and joining us as always. Thank you guys for jumping on and co-hosting with me. It's always fun to chop it up with you guys and hear your opinions and thoughts on all this information, all these figures, collectibles, movies, mergers, theatrical releases, physical medias, all that fun stuff. It's always great to chop it up with you guys. To all the people watching in the chat, we greatly appreciate you guys tuning in live and in living color every single week with us. Gojiban Sisa. Oh, is it a female? I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the Gojiban series.
Oh,
is it purposely with an S because it's a female? And then like is it Queen Caesar? Sisa?
I don't know.
I haven't watched Gojiban, so I couldn't.
And then you got Gigan's mom too.
Yeah, Gigan's mom.
Giga Ryan. The heck is? I didn't even know Gigan had a mom.
Gigarian? I don't know.
Yeah, in Gojiban also he
Oh, all right. So yeah, thanks guys for tuning in and participating in the chat. You guys always make it extra fun. Do us all a huge favor if you haven't done so already. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every single time we drop a new video. Also, if you guys could be so kind, the algorithms and analytics show us that a lot of you guys watch, but not everybody subscribes, which is crazy. If you guys could all do us a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. It really would help us all out. Also, most importantly, do not be a hoe. Share our show. Let us all know how much you love the MWA. We are often imitated, never duplicated. And around here, we have a little phrase, one phrase, 3 words. Embrace the attitude.
The attitude.